morning, YouTubers. How are you today? So this is the second day out of Melbourne. So we did about it was 110 to Torquay from where I started, and we're about 10k out of Torquay. So we just did about 120 kilometers yesterday. Ooh, that was a beastly of a fart there. So we did about 120 kilometers, and considering like the headwinds and the fact that I didn't start riding till like 10:30, 11 o'clock, it was actually a pretty decent day. And today, no really like set in stone plan for trying to get somewhere today. Today we are on the Great Ocean Road, yeah! And the Great Ocean Road isn't like super long. I think it's probably 160, 170 kilometers worth of road. So, I guess that's pretty long distance. So we're basically gonna do the whole road today. So we're gonna see as much as possible today while on the road. I will try to get as much video footage as possible. I've heard that it can be quite dangerous riding on this road because there's no guardrails. There's really no shoulder, so video footage can always be limited since my personal safety is much more important than getting a cool shot for YouTube. So anyways, just a little camp spot here. Found this really late last night, like almost probably about quarter to 9 or so. It was starting to get pretty dark out, and I was just struggling to find a spot. I was trying to find a spot between Geelong and Torquay, and there's this nothing there. So I'm like, just keep pedaling, and then 10 kilometers out of Torquay, finally found something that is a little suitable for camping. So I am gonna get going, get ready, get some dates into me. I bought some of the Bard Valley medules that are from California, so I'm really excited to eat those this morning. Guys, I'm gonna get going. Catch up with you guys later on. Oh baby, so we're basically right at the start where the Great Ocean Road kind of turns a little bit more scenic, right along the ocean here. Baby. Absolutely beautiful part. You see like all like the native plants, and it's a really interesting part of Australia. Really cool. Just in case you forgot, you're in Australia. You gotta drive on the left-hand side. Oh, look at all the tourists. Tourists! The Great Ocean Road. Okay, I think officially we're on the Great Ocean Road now. I think officially we are. So scenic, baby, so scenic. Woo! Oh baby. Oh baby, some guy just actually had the nerve to honk at me. That wasn't nice. That was not nice. Ooh, baby, she's a chilly one today. So I think I'm probably about 50 kilometers into today's ride. We just left the little city of Lorne, and this is just what I'm seeing all day long, baby. All day long. It's definitely one of the most scenic ride that I've ever done. I was actually having deja vu earlier when I was riding this route, because there's actually a part of Vietnam It's very similar to this. It's not nearly as long or as picturesque, but it's very similar to this. And oh my goodness, it's just like it's so amazing to ride this road. This is like absolutely fantastic. I've only done, you know, maybe about a quarter of it so far, maybe just a fifth of it, but oh my goodness, it's amazing. It's windy and the rain kind of comes in and out, and it's really cold out here, but other than that, it's really nice. Really nice. Oh, just like that. Oh baby. Signs like that aren't too inviting. Not too inviting. Ooh baby, so I hope you guys enjoy some of the footage from that part of the Great Ocean Road. It's kind of split up into two different parts. So this part here is so we're on it for about 60 kilometers, and then it comes inland for about 40 or 50 kilometers, and it goes back to the ocean. Where it goes back to the ocean again is where the 12 apostles are. So we'll definitely check that out tomorrow. We'll check out the 12 apostles. We won't really get there today. I'm not going to put in the miles today to really get there. It's too far. And you know, what I just want to talk about. Oh yeah, just by the way, this is like my favorite time of riding right now. It's just after 6 o'clock, I think, in the evening. And we're riding through a forest up a mountain right now, because I think I'm probably at least 200 meters high right now above sea level. And it's just like really nice, winding roads through a forest. It's really nice. And the fact that it's like really quiet as well is really nice as well. And it's my favorite time to ride during the day is definitely in the evening. And it's also usually a lot cooler in the evening as well when it's a hot day, so it makes it also a nice time to ride. But what I wanted to talk about today, I'm a little gassed out from today just because I had a certain expectation. We're going to talk about expectations right now, and I had a certain expectation of the Great Ocean Road and, you know, what it was going to be like. I thought it was going to be this like glorious thing where it's just going to like blow me away and it's going to be amazing. And don't get me wrong, it's really beautiful. But I also had to ride, you know, I think I've ridden probably about 95 kilometers right now. I had to ride that road. And it is a tricky road to ride, not in terms of like the traffic or anything like that. It is hilly, it is chilly, and it is windy. The three things that I dislike about certain roads when I've been cycle touring. I like them warm, flat, and not windy. Like that's like my favorite type of road to ride on. So the Great Ocean Road, beautiful road. And I had this expectation that I was just gonna be like, oh, it's gonna be amazing, gonna be a perfect day. And today has been windy. It's kind of been raining a little bit. It's been really hilly. The wind has been like straight in my face pretty well most of the day. And yeah, the type of clothing that I'm wearing right now is the type of clothing that I'd wear if I was riding in Canada during a winter on the West Coast. Like this is basically what I wore, except that I had like warm kind of mittens on, and I would have a face shield as well. That's really the only difference. So it's been really chilly, and I just had this expectation. It's kind of like when you start, either you meet someone that you really like or you start dating someone that you really like, and you have this certain expectation of them that they need to live up to. And it's like, you know, you make this idea of them in your head that they have to live up to, and it's putting that other person in a really tough spot, because they're probably not going to live up to your expectation of them. And it's the same thing, say, like with birthday parties. When your birthday comes around every year, there's this expectation that you have to have like an amazing time. And if you don't have an amazing time, then it's like, well, what the hell? Like, you're supposed to have an amazing time. It's your birthday. It's the one day of the year that you can just have an amazing time, right? And so we set these expectations on external events in our life, as well as external, like just external things. So events, people, places, such and such. We just put these expectations on them. And typically, a lot of times when we have these expectations, we're usually disappointed because a lot of things cannot live up to making us as happy as we thought that they would be. So what I've really kind of taught myself is to not put a lot of is to not expect things to make me happy anymore. I don't expect anything to make me happy. The only thing that I expect to make me happy now is myself. I'm the only one who can make myself happy. I can make myself happy whenever I want. Anytime I'm feeling down, anytime I'm, not feeling super motivated or anything like that, I think of something that I'm grateful for. And that puts me in a good state. I think about something that I'm visualizing for the future that puts me in a good state. But, I always like to start out with gratitude. I always like to be grateful for things that I have. And so it gets me out of this idea of always having some sort of expectation of something, because everyone was telling me, oh, the Great Ocean Road is amazing. It's amazing. You're going to love it there. And I fucking, it was a shitty ride today. I'm not going to lie. It was a tough ride, physically, mentally. It's just this was not an easy ride. Now, say I was driving in a car or I was on a tour bus, it would be a lot easier. And I probably would have enjoyed it a lot more. But most of my day was focused on not getting hit by cars, trying to stay warm, riding up hills all day long. That was basically what my day was like. And so I still got to enjoy it. I got to see it at a much slower pace than most people go at. But it just didn't kind of live up to this expectation that I kind of had of it. I was like, oh, this is going to be amazing. It's going to be the best thing ever. And yeah, it was beautiful. It was really cool. And I'm glad that I did it. But I would never ride my bike down there again. I would never ride my bike that route, probably ever again. Not that I recommend that if you're on a cycle touring, you definitely do it. But personally, I just wouldn't do it again. It wasn't an enjoyable, 100% enjoyable ride for me. And, I could come on YouTube here and say, today was the best day ever. I rode down the Great Ocean Road. It was fucking amazing. And I'm nah, was not the case today. At my last pit stop about 15 kilometers ago, I had, a nap on one of the benches there. I was so tired. I was just so gassed out from riding today. And I didn't have, a lot of sleep last night. So that's another reason why I was really tired. But I was just oh my god, this is just draining me, man. And now I get to finally have it somewhat of an enjoyable ride that I actually like. It's really, really beautiful, and it's a good end to the day. So I'll probably do another 15, 20 kilometers or so. Take it nice and easy, and find a place to camp out wherever I want to, and have a good night. So, message for this Great Ocean Road video. I'm gonna tag it the Great Ocean Road, the Great Disappointment maybe. No, I won't tag it like that. But is to not put high expectations on external events, on external things in your life. You're just setting yourself up to be disappointed, because a lot of things cannot live up to those high expectations that you put on certain things. If you're going to expect anything out of anyone, expect it out of yourself. Have a high expectation of yourself that you can try to live up to. And even then, again, you might not live up to your own expectations of yourself, and then you might feel disappointed. But to actually have some sort of standard of expectation for yourself that's reasonable for you, that is believable for you. Alright guys, share this video if you want to. Like or dislike the video if you like it. I haven't been getting very many dislikes lately, so I gotta start talking about some more controversial things. Maybe we'll start getting the dislikes up there. Your questions or comments below. Alright guys, I'm gonna peace out. Have a good one. Ba-bam! Have a good night guys.